Hello everybody, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good whatever the heck time it is in your neck of the woods. My name is Stephen D. Comics, and we're back with more #blood. Last we left off, we managed to complete the planetarium puzzle to get a key to the auditorium to work our way around the school and get into the library, where we found the secret passage leading to the translations for the grimoire. But as soon as we left the school, one of Draugr's big vampire cronies stopped us in our tracks, and we managed to defeat him. Twice, technically, because I got hit right as the boss fight ended, and that kind of glitched out a little bit, but I beat him for real the second time. Now we're formulating a plan to use our newfound knowledge from the grimoire to figure out a way to seal Draugr away, or banish him to another dimension, while Christopherson is still focused on the slaying of vampires. But we're figuring out both. Right now I'm heading into the hospital to try and get some blood samples of people under the effects of vampirism. I had to take advantage of a new shovel tool to use those green sort of what look like warp points on the ground to dig our way through. And we've managed to get into the underground of the hospital, where there are also some vampire nests to clear out. So right now I'm working to take care of clearing out these nests, while also trying to get to the hospital so I can get what I need. That was this looped around back to where I came in. Okay. This is back the other way. Don't know if I saw any other paths, so I think the only other place left to go is through this door. Also, I'm actually getting some cash for once, which is nice. So this should be, yep, the hospital proper. Allie, what are you doing here? You better not be sick. You're so close to empathy. Keep working on it and you'll be a human soon. What I mean is, I can't have anyone else missing from Saturday's roster. Well, thanks for caring about my well-being, I guess. Wait, why are you here? I didn't do the homework for Mrs. Vernon. See, there's something we can bond over. I usually use the excuse of girl issues, and most teachers wave me off to do whatever I'd like for the class period. But with crusty Mrs. Vernon, suddenly it's the third time this month and a serious issue. Yeah! Probably. So, free ambulance ride. Yeah, that's not gonna be free. Not in this country. Listen, you haven't been here long enough to see where the nurses take blood work, have you? They just finished mine. First they stored it in a machine in the ER bay, then took it to the analysis machine here. You're not scared of needles, are you? No? Just asking for a science experiment. Yeah, science experiment. Kinda, technically. Hemoglobins, platelets, science. Whatever, weirdo. Good luck getting your blood data. Alright, so we gotta harvest these machines for blood. Say all the nurses take your blood and then use the machine in the ER bay. So I specifically need the blood of people afflicted by vampirism. Ugh, that smells rank. Don't make me vomit. I'm waiting to get discharged here. Sorry, bro. Ooh, free token. Second aid token. Wait, what's second aid? Second aid token. You wanted first aid, but like they say, first is the worst, second is the best. I don't think that applies here. So what's your damage? Yeah, it looks like blood, but I'm not going to use any other senses to confirm if it's vampire related. To the machine! Guess I should probably take multiple samples if I'm not gonna really take a good close enough look. I think I should check the sample I already picked up before grabbing another one. Oh, okay, I have to check those, okay. Oh, and I can read these. Patient presents mild fever. Will hold here before sending candidate for lab work. Okay, and I can even check the... Noticeable corneal clouding. Patient exhibits severe hypothermia, strong body odor, and presence of flies. Honestly, the coloration of the skin is kind of making me lean towards vampire on you. You look like you're just sleeping. Patient complains of a real bad tummy ache. Could just be a gas bubble. Okay, green check mark. What? It's the right one! Wow. Got it right on the first go. Oh, wait. Complete wrong direction. Glad I didn't have to scrape these samples off the floor. Finally, happy that I have all that I need. Perfect. After you visit the mall and the hospital, we can probably still catch the bus and make it look like we were at school all day. Yeah, probably not. I missed the bus again. As per usual. Aha! Stealth. Let's see if I can work my... Will they just let me leave out the front door? Yeah, that's right. Didn't even notice. Alright, so the next target is the mall. Looked like it was north of here. Yep, New Plaza Mall. Perfect. I'll just head this way. So first, let's scope out for the manhole cover so I can get a new fast travel point. Tinderglow Lake. Isn't that where I was the night after I started getting training from Christofferson? Yeah, it is. That was how I dug up there. Yeah, because there's something over near the waterfall. I can loop around too, but I think I needed rope or something. So maybe I'll just come back when I know for sure I'll have something to climb with. Let's see, manhole cover. Somewhere to fast travel to. Hey, there's a perch van here. Ah, here we go. Smack. Bam. Oh, I see. I can use the umbrella to gently drop down. Maybe that's what it is. Here, more pencils. Okay, well, I have a fast travel point to the mall set up, so with that in mind, let's try digging through. Let me see if I can reach that token. Yeah, now I can Mary Poppins my way down. There's also a waterfall cave here. And a Banshee token. Banshee token. Whale of a time. Just got a whale of a tale to tell you, lads. Oh, God, that's a rock monster. Yeah. They're like rocky tektites or something. Let's see, rock spider. Elemental. These gigantic foes can lie in wait for extended periods of time until their prey mistake them for the natural landscape. Ooh, rock monster. It wasn't just a rock. It was a rock monster. Do 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 do. Oh, she got that reference. Yeah, see, you get it. Rock monster. Rock monster. I need to do that more often. Can't make my way up there. Oh, it's one of these things again. This thing sure seems ominous. 1765. There's one of these on top of the school. It's a lava path I can't get across yet. Yeah, so I guess this will be a dungeon to traverse later in the game. Very well, then. But at least I got a fun rock lobster reference. Ah, and those crystals. It looks like there was one of those patterns on the ground where the crystals were. Like under the school. I think I used that to solve that puzzle. So now that I'm in here, can I get the full shopping list again? Ah, Corey, perfect. So this is what it feels like to skip school. I'm completely exhilarated. Nevertheless, we have a laundry list of things we need for the Nexus devices. Let's start with the easy ones. We need containers to store a small sample of Draugr's blood. Glass jars from Slightly Ajar should work. That's a great name. We also need one nail punch per Nexus device. When remotely triggered, this forces a nail through the sample jar and drives it into place, binding Draugr to another plane. You should be able to find those in Hammer Time. Another great name. 8 of each item should suffice. Why does this feel like you're just giving me arbitrary tasks to complete? I assure you, this will all make narrative sense in the end. Who are you saying this to, exactly? Becky or the player? The audience? Free jar giveaway. We need small glass jars to collect blood samples in. Go check out the free giveaway today at Slightly Ajar. I love Slightly Ajar. They got so many cute sizes and shaved potatoes to hold things. What kind of stuff you put into those jars? Nothing right now, but I can't wait to collect more. Kevin asked me to pick them up. I quote, mail farts to people. That's a great idea. It's pretty gross, to be honest. And nails. Not sure what a Nexus device is, but once you have your first one, you can do handyman jobs to get the rest. You need a nail driver for each of the Nexus devices. I know they're expensive right now, so we can look around the mall for anything that can help raise funds. Yeah, I already know what your deal is. I'm just gonna... A directory. I can hear the voice giving announcements over the intercom in the same telephone-y style speak that Becky's talks. New Plaza Mall South Loop. Turn right for Perch Electronics, Bigfoot shoes, and keep your shirt on. Clothing. There's also something that looks like it's marked outside of the map. Is that part of our mission here, or is that like a vampire nest to look out for? So, Morgan, looks like you also know schools for fools. It rhymed, so it must be true. That's my logic. Yeah. Turn left for hammer time, hardware, slightly ajar, home goods, and the food court. Let's see about this jar giveaway. There's broken glass on the floor. You, not exactly a good look for a hardware store. You wanna get someone to look into that? Wait, can I talk to you for shopping purposes? But this is a different store. The shelf is labeled as invisible candles. How accurate is that? Yeah, no, that hurt. That would hurt. Why do you have broken glass everywhere in your store, Mr. Jansen? Hello, and welcome to Slightly Ajar, the place for packing and storing all of your needs. Great, I need some jars, please. It's your lucky day. Today is Customer Appreciation Day, and everyone gets a free jar. Alright, cool. Thanks. Can I have another? For, my dad? Sorry, no. One per customer, and I just gave away the last set. We had more, but it's been rough, as you can see. If you know any place that's giving away brooms, that would be great. So now I gotta pedal for brooms. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, did talking to him make Mitch go away? Okay, what's with that? Ah, there you are. Yo, sorry to hear about your jar shortage. Yeah, it's drag. Maybe I can get a clever sky. Hey, wait a minute! How do you know I couldn't get all the jars I wanted? Sweetheart, I'm a fucking wheeling, dealing business guru. Knowing what you need is my gift. I almost said my grift, but, you know, that's probably not inaccurate. I have a jar I can give you, and I can tell you where to find more. Would that be worth your while? What's it going to cost me? No money down, but the information does have a price. A price that comes after the information. Maybe some time to think about it. No way, creep. What's the worst that could happen? I only have like $5 right now, so what's the worst that could happen? You won't regret it. Or maybe you will. Different strokes for different folks. I've been scoping this jar store all morning, watching them give everyone who walks in a free jar. Some people love it, some don't really care, and those who don't walk right over and toss the jar in the recycling. Go take a look in those bins. I bet you'll find all the jars you need. Okay, that's a bit gross, but not a terrible idea, I guess. But now what do I owe you for this valuable information? It's simple. You keep the jars, and anything else you find in there, you bring to me. You want me to bring you trash? I thought he was going to say that. One man's trash is another man's vintage lunchbox listing on Perch Marketplace. Okay, not exactly what I thought he was going to say, but it was along those lines. And to sweeten the deal, I'll give you my own free sample jar when you're done. Well, another medkit and a steak token. Grass-fed and dry-aged. Yeah, but it's more than I have. Aren't there also heart pieces in this game too, or something akin to that? I only found like one so far. I need more health. $1 for a candy bar. Yeah, I don't need that right now. Ooh, a new car. Bag of money? Bag of money. 15 hours. Talking. Figure out a way to get more. Maybe I made an arrangement with Mitch to get more. Ooh, careful. Last time I made a trade with that guy, I ended up diving for crawdads into Glow Lake. That actually might be more sanitary than what I need to do. Pardon me, obvious vampire. Hardware store. Oh, and there's also spilt nails on the floor here. Great. People really need to work on cleaning up after yourselves. Welcome to Hammer Time. We are sure to ice out the competition with our high-quality tools. The Nail punch is sold out. I could buy plastic flamingos. Hi, 8 nail guns, please. It's for an art project. I am very eclectic. Sorry, you need a contractor license for an order like that. Don't look so sad. Why don't you take an entry slip into the car giveaway? Why do I need the car giveaway? I am a child. What am I gonna do with a car? I don't only buy the nail guns without a license. Hooray. Got an entry slip to the car raffle, though. I'll go check that out. What am I gonna do with a car? I am a child. Oh, that door's locked. There's something out around that corner. Yeah, that's right. Nice. Wasn't it these big recycle bins that they might be? Alright. There's one jar. Found a jar. Nothing else in this one. I should be rooting through the recycling, apparently. Another jar. And a banana. And a jar, and an old banana. Mitch said he wanted everything, so he's gonna get everything. You running the raffle? Hey there, youngster. Would you look at that hot rod? Yes, sir. It sure is, red. I can see myself cruising around in this baby for days. Say what you want to help make that happen for me? Or say you want to make that happen for me? I've only got just the one slip. Why don't I enter it myself? Sorry, kid, you have to be over 18 to enter. But tell you what, you talk to the store clerks to collect slips, and I'll make it worth your while. How does 10 bucks per slip sound? Actually, care to make a trade? I need to buy like 8 nail guns. It's, for an art project. What do we think? I guess 8 nail guns is still cheaper than a car. I'll trade you 1 nail gun for each entry slip you find. Well, I guess that's how that works. Guess they wouldn't really give us a whole mall setting if they were really only gonna restrict us to just 2 stores. So how about you? Can I get a slip from you? A jar. You got stuff, we got cans. Oh, and this entry to the giveaway. Why don't you take it? It's not a jar after all. Works for me. Up here. Vampire larva. Or bug larva. A jar and an anarchy poster. Found a jar and a sweet poster. Dang, I wish I could give this to Morgan. Yeah, but I got a deal. Okay, then that's back to the hardware store. Rats! Dig through the dumpster. For another jar. And jar, nothing else in this one. And another one of these. These ominous statue things. Do you count as a clerk? It's always slow in the mall during daytime hours. These are free, so why not take an entry slip? Ah, perfect, that did count. And more money. Actually, I'm curious about something. Maybe I can get some extra intel if I take a selfie with this monster. Sad stranger man making me sad. Hungry eyes there watching you. Look at that be now. I'm assuming that's another reference, but I have no idea. Okay, it doesn't have my selfie saved up here, so I'm guessing I need to actually slay one of them first. How about on this side? By the perch store. Just the jar. Hello, Topher. We aren't processing any sales while we set up for a special event. And no, we're not checking in anyone in advance. Here's a ticket for the contest. When Jeff Freya runs the giveaway next year, it'll be a digital form for a perch truck. Oh, God. This perch truck just as much of a death trap as a cyber truck. And ugly as hell. Let's see. How about a clothing store with the asterisk on it? Asterisk. I know how to say words. Guessing by your posture, you're a clerk here. Heels, boots, sneakers, whatever you need, we're one step ahead with the latest fashion. Here's something that fits everyone. A giveaway to a brand new car. And a new car. Stop out the larva. Phone kiosk. Do you run this? Huh? You need something? Oh, just one of those entry slips. You got it. Okay, there's someone else that was running a little stand there in a different part of the mall. I should go look into that. I'm 17 around that guy. For that sweet, sweet money. That's another jar. And a bouquet of flowers. Found a jar. Maybe Mitch will like these old flowers. Flowers for Mitch. Now for the clothing store. Can I go in the back? No. Are you the clerk here? Sure looks like you've got a lot of choices, but do you have anything with more sun coverage? My new boyfriend is looking for a trench coat or a long cape or something like that. We have those blankets with the sleeves. You? No, that's fine. I see something that could pass as a poet shirt. I guess I could get him that instead. Okay, so you work here. If you don't see your size, don't ask me to look in the back. We don't have it. We do have a pile of these giveaway slips, though. Why not take one? Yeah, no, we don't have your size. I'm just gonna... At least you're upfront about it. Our card reader is broken, so we're cash only at the moment. If you're just browsing, I understand. Now here's an entry slip for that giveaway. Okay, I at least got all of these. Vroom vroom. Thanks for all the extra entries. Drive safe. Alright. Got all the nail guns. I got all of the nail guns. Nice work. Come find me when you get all the jars. I think I only have one more jar to get. Double check the count to make sure you got enough. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? Becky! Damn right you do. Becky! Go, Becky! And Allie! Yay! Look at what a free car. You can just win a free car at the mall? I can't believe it. Maybe I'll skip getting a summer job and try my luck with this for the next 2 years until I get my permit. Because I don't actually win these things. I thought it was just a gift to get and sell your contact information. Only one way to find out. 18 out, turned fine. Wasn't gonna start driving anytime soon anyhow. At least I'm guaranteed to get the nail guns we need if I collect enough entry forms. Yeah, the tiny print text on these is a bit dubious. Some restrictions may apply. Allow 6 to 8 weeks for delivery. All entries become our property. Employees not eligible. Entry fees not refundable. Local restrictions apply. Void where prohibited, except Ohio. Why is Ohio? Batteries not included. Mileage may vary. Some items not available. So you can't even just drive it. Winner's firstborn may or may not be due to perch representative upon delivery. This is getting tedious, MacGuffin. We're finished. I'll go trade slips or nail gun. What do you need nail guns for? It's for sports. That was a lot of work, but yeah, fingers crossed that Mr. Freeman wins. Alright, so just need one jar. 2 down. People sure do throw away some useful stuff. Halfway there, it's better if I just hold my breath and pretend it's a really chunky pool. Actually, that's not any better. One more dumpster to go. Okay, well, that was gross. Sometimes the end is not worth the means, but at least you got the jars. You already checked. So what all did you find for me? Not much, just an old banana, some old flowers, and an anarchy poster. Nice haul. And as promised, here's your jar. Okay, cool. Nice doing business with you. Got all the jars. Nice work. Bring them to me and I'll tell you the next item we need. Join us next week for another episode of Jar Trek. It. Actually, since I got quite a bit of extra funds, I got something you need. I can sell for you real cheap. Might as well. Got a steak token. So I should also go back and get me some dog food to feed the pupper. So I've been stalling on one final thing to collect, the wireless local area network receiver. What's the issue? Do we need to order it online? What does it do anyhow? First we fill the jars with jogger's blood. Next we set the nail driver on top. This device goes to the Nexus nodes. You then remotely trigger all of the Nexus nodes at the same time to banish Draugr. Wireless makes that work. They have the system here at the Perch store, but it's orders of magnitude far more expensive than anything else so far. Do you see where I'm going with this? It's crime time, part 2. Perch is a giant corporation and can report it as shrink, but the core unit is heavy and out in the open. Then it's diversion time. What's the plan? I have no idea. Aren't you the idea guy? The logical thing to do is research. Go see if the Perch store grand opening will give us any insight. Perch wireless receiver. Perch just released a super powerful wireless local area network receiver. I'll write an app to trigger all of our Nexus devices to synchronize activation. If they don't fire all at the same time, our work would have been for nothing. You should pre-order the new system online. No way you'll be able to get on day 1. Help her get out of the way, Perch store nerd. Yeah, seriously. So I think I'm gonna make a little detour now that I've got the cash for it, and I've got the manhole covers open for it. Let's go and take care of feeding the dog. Do our civic duty to ensure good boys get fed. I've got enough. There's also a bite. Didn't I also need this for a side mission too? This is a better way to do it. Jeff will know. Jeff will never know. Oh yeah, that's right. He wanted me to steal it for him, and I just bought it. I'm trying to figure out where Jeff is, though, so... Anyway... Pop down the manhole cover, back to the neighborhood. We should go down here for the house. Perfect, just right here. Aren't you gonna let me feed you? What, did I miss my window of opportunity? The dog vanished. I like that. Make it look like the dog beat me up. Aw, run it with the big dogs. Woof. I guess I'll feed you another time then. Alright, back to the mall. So now we need to hit up the perch store. See if we can get some insight on that receiver. There's Jeff. Ah, thanks for the salsa. You look a little like a puffball, but you got gruff. Here's something in case you get some serious scrapes. Chips and salsa. Salsa obtained. Bring it back out to the dumpster. Raining out here since this lame town doesn't have any railroad tracks. Well, no, you're at the mall now. Did you hope never mean more mixer? So, did I get an extra med kit from him? Okay, no, too far. Shark. Alright. Oh, he's actually here. You may know Perch as an online retailer, search engine, and social media platform. But we're building the future of tech every day. The Mega Multiverse is unique. It needs proprietary hardware to broadcast. Do you know who's the backbone of the Mega Multiverse project? Developers, 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 developers. Developers, demons, developers, demons, developers, and demons. Developers. Ugh, this guy's such a waste of time. Too true. These all-new wireless receivers are only $3,499. They'll revolutionize your life. You'll want one in each room. To maintain order as you wait for your device, we're also debuting the ultra-attentive and responsive Secured Bots 3.1. Secured Bots? Doesn't quite roll off the tongue as well as you think it does, Jeff. Yeah, that's too much to tackle in public. I'll be back. Now there are 2 markers on the outside. Need to distract that dumb tech bro so I can get that receiver. I might have an idea. Bombs away, basement, waterworks. Why, hello, Miss Brewster. The store's closed until after our grand opening event. Please come back tomorrow to give me spend all your money. So Morgan has an idea that can help me get in. Why are you two being so sneaky? What? Us? Yeah, look at the sneak. Planning a diversion. Need to do some liberating at the perch store. Putting Jeff Freya in his place. Ooh, I like that. Putting Jeff Freya in his face. What you're planning will work. Excuse you? $10 says you're going to try to bomb the fountain and get the water to run over to the perch store. Yeah. That wasn't what I was thinking, but it sounds like it could work. How would we have to bomb in a specific way to leak directly to the perch store. It's an okay plan, but the concrete is too thick to burst with a puny cherry bomb. Oh my gosh, are there magic bombs? Or something spooky like a spirit bomb? Geez, to Dragon Ball Z to think of a spirit bomb as anything other than, you know, lending your energy kind of thing. Don't be a dummy. Yeah. They're called super bombs. Those other titles are just nonsense. I've got one you can use. Oh, that's just a bundle of dynamite. Even still, you can't just huck it in the fountain. You need to do some undermining. Isn't that what most of this conversation was? Sigh. She means get underneath the fountain. There's probably underground pipes in the maintenance hall. Yes, and luckily I conjured a key from security. Take it. Access the maintenance hall up near the hardware store. And now we're sleuthing underground the mall. And in we go. Looks like we've got some underground monster enemies. But I think we're about close enough that this would be a good place to stop for today. So next time we'll explore the underneath of the mall, the underbelly of the mall, so we can sneak our way into Perch and get that receiver right from under Jeff's nose. Okay, maybe in the meanwhile we'll... Oh god, okay, you're like right here, so... Die, hippie! Alright. Okay, now would be a good place to wrap up. But I guess first we'll actually check the bestiary for whoever this dude is. Underground vampire. Vampire. An offshoot of the vampires that incited the New England vampire panic. These vampires are forever bound to the soil of their internment. Ground-type vampires. Okay, that's neat. But with that discovery, we'll call it there. So until next time, I'll see you later, folks. Blah 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 blah.